Hi there, I'm Dr. Robert Miller. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought that moving into a nursing home is just what happens when we get older? A lot of people do. But today, I want to challenge that idea with hope and real solutions. The truth is, there are more choices than you might realize. Options that let you hold on to your freedom, your comfort, and most importantly, your sense of control. Whether you're planning for your own future or looking out for a loved one, this video is here to open the door to better possibilities. We'll explore 5 powerful alternatives to nursing homes, from staying in your own home with the right support to joining vibrant communities built just for older adults. These paths don't just meet your care needs. They help you feel connected, respected, and still fully alive. I know aging can feel overwhelming. It brings change, uncertainty, even fear. But this video isn't about loss, it's about rediscovering what's possible. And some of the ideas you're about to hear, they just might surprise you in the best way. So, stay with me. By the end, I'll help you understand how to choose the right option for your life, one that offers both safety and joy. Have you ever thought about what makes aging feel right? Sometimes it's as simple and as powerful as waking up in your own bed, your favorite mug waiting in the kitchen, sunlight pouring through a window you've known for decades. That's what aging in place means, staying in the home you love with the support you need to keep living independently. Instead of moving into a facility, many older adults choose to stay in their familiar surroundings and receive help right at home. That help might come from a family member, a professional caregiver, or even smart technology like medical alert systems, motion sensors, or voice assistants. And the benefits, they're big. You get to keep your routines, your privacy, and most importantly, your control. No rigid schedules, no shared rooms, just your life your way. Aging in place means you can continue doing what makes you feel like you. Cook your own meals, set your own bedtime, enjoy the little moments in your own space. Of course, it's not a fit for everyone. If you need hands-on medical care every day, this option may not give you the level of support you require. But for many, especially those who are still fairly active, this is the perfect way to age with dignity, comfort, and freedom. Because at the end of the day, what most of us want is to feel safe, cared for, and still in charge of our own story. Right in the place we call home. Have you ever felt like you were ready for a simpler life, but didn't want to lose your independence? That's exactly where independent living communities come in. And no, we're not talking about a facility with long hallways and nurses around every corner. We're talking about real homes, real freedom, and real community. Picture this, your own private apartment or cozy little house designed specifically for older adults who don't need daily medical care, but who would love less hassle in their day-to-day life. No more worrying about mowing the lawn, fixing the sink, or shoveling snow. Those chores taken care of. You free to actually enjoy your life. One of the biggest perks, built-in social connection. These communities are full of opportunities to meet new people through group meals, fitness classes, hobby circles, or simply chatting with a neighbor over morning coffee. For anyone who's felt a little isolated lately, this can be a game changer. Let's not forget the convenience. Transportation services, regular housekeeping, and on-site wellness programs make everyday living easier and lighter. Now, to be honest, this setup doesn't provide direct medical care or hands-on help with things like bathing or medication. So it's best suited for folks who are still fairly mobile and independent. But if you're in that stage wanting a change but not ready to give up your space or privacy, independent living could be your sweet spot. It lets you stay in control, live among people who understand you, and enjoy this chapter with dignity and community. So here's a question. What would life feel like if your home worked for you? Not the other way around. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you had breakfast with 3 generations at the same table? There's something special about a full house filled with laughter, footsteps, and love. That's the heart of multi-generational living. This living arrangement where aging parents move in with their adult children, and sometimes even grandchildren, isn't just practical. It's deeply human. For centuries, this was the norm. And now, as care costs rise and loneliness becomes more common, families are rediscovering its beauty. Living under one roof means more than shared space. It means shared lives. Seniors are no longer isolated or left waiting for the next scheduled visit. Instead, they become part of daily routines, helping with homework, telling stories at dinner, or simply being present. That sense of belonging, it's medicine for the soul. It's also a smart financial move. Compared to thousands spent monthly on nursing homes, multi-generational households can pool resources, share bills, and make cost-effective choices like home modifications or part-time caregivers. Some families even build in-law suites or backyard cottages to balance privacy with closeness. Of course, it's not all sunshine. To make it work, everyone needs to agree on boundaries. Respect is key. Space routines and expectations should be clearly discussed from the start. When that happens, something beautiful unfolds. Elders feel valued again, not as a burden, but as wise roots of the family tree. So here's the real question. Could moving in with family be the key to a richer, more connected life? Have you ever thought about what it would feel like to grow older, surrounded by friends instead of silence? Imagine waking up and hearing laughter from the kitchen, sharing meals, stories, and companionship, not in a facility, but in a place that feels like home. That's the heart of shared living, or what some call co-housing. It's where older adults choose to live, with friends, family, or even like-minded strangers in a shared space. And for many, it's a beautiful balance between independence and community. One of the biggest challenges of aging isn't just physical, it's emotional. Loneliness can be as harmful as smoking or chronic illness, but shared living tackles that head-on. When you live with others, there's always someone to talk to, laugh with, or just sit quietly beside during a rainy afternoon. It's also budget-friendly. Think about it, instead of handling rent, utilities, groceries, or even caregiving costs all on your own, why not share the load? Some people create co-housing communities where each person has their own private space, but gathers in shared kitchens or gardens. Others might join a home-sharing program that matches you with a roommate who fits your lifestyle. You're not giving up your freedom, you're gaining connection. You still have control over your space and schedule, but now you're not facing each day alone. You're part of something bigger, a supportive, familiar environment where you matter. So if you've ever thought, I don't want to live alone, but I'm not ready for a facility either, this might be your answer. Because sometimes the best way to stay strong is to live together. Let me ask you something. What if you could get the help you need each day without giving up the freedom you value so much? That's exactly what assisted living facilities aim to provide. Assisted living is for older adults who may need help with daily tasks like bathing, getting dressed, or managing medications, but don't require round-the-clock medical care. Think of it as the best of both worlds, support where it matters and independence where it counts. Here's the beauty of it. Instead of rigid schedules or hospital-like routines, you live in your own private or semi-private apartment. You set your own pace. Want to sleep in? Go ahead. Want to join a group for yoga or painting? That's available too. These communities often offer wellness programs, group activities, and shared dining experiences, all designed to help you stay engaged and feel connected. And let's not forget the sense of safety. There's staff available 24/7 for assistance, and many places have emergency call systems and fall prevention features in place. So while you're enjoying your independence, help is never far away. One major difference between assisted living and a traditional nursing home is control. In assisted living, your choices matter. You're not just a patient, you're a resident with the right to shape your own daily life. This model focuses on respecting your preferences, encouraging autonomy, and preserving the dignity that every older adult deserves. So if you or a loved one needs a little extra help, but still wants to live with purpose, privacy, and freedom, assisted living might be the perfect fit. Because aging with support shouldn't mean losing yourself. It should mean living better on your own terms. Have you ever wished there was a way to keep your loved one living at home, but still give them the care and social life they deserve during the day? Adult day care centers might just be the answer. These centers are daytime programs designed for older adults who don't need full-time care but still benefit from daily support. Think of it as a place your parent or loved one can go during the day, like from 9 to 5 while you work, run errands, or simply rest. Then they return home in the evening, just like always. What happens during the day? Quite a lot, actually. These centers offer gentle physical activities, music therapy, brain games, arts and crafts, and more, all designed to boost mental sharpness and bring joy. Most importantly, they provide a warm, welcoming space for social connection. Because, let's face it, no one thrives in isolation. A simple game of bingo or a shared meal can make a huge difference to someone's spirit. Many centers also have trained staff to offer basic health support, medication, reminders, nutrition monitoring, even light physical therapy. It's not a hospital, but it is a place where health is quietly watched over with care. And here's the part: families often breathe a sigh of relief over cost. Adult daycare is often far more affordable than in-home nursing or residential care. You get peace of mind, and your loved one gets stimulation, safety, and companionship. It's especially great for families who want to keep their elders at home but can't provide full-day supervision due to work or other responsibilities. It also helps reduce caregiver burnout, which is more common than most people realize. So if you're looking for a balance between independent safety and connection without giving up the comfort of home adult daycare, might be the perfect bridge. Because aging well isn't just about health. It's about joy, routine, and being seen. So after hearing all these options, what are you thinking? Here's the truth. There is no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to aging. Some of us feel best staying at home. Others find joy in a shared space, a vibrant community, or a new daily routine. And that's the beauty of it, you get to choose. What truly matters is finding a living situation that aligns with your needs, your values, and the life you want to keep living. Because aging isn't about giving up. It's about evolving with wisdom and intention. We often hear people say, "I guess this is just what old age looks like." But I'm here to challenge that. Aging does not mean giving up your independence, your passions, or your joy. In fact, it can be the beginning of something deeply fulfilling. A chapter where you finally get to decide what matters most and live it fully. If this video gave you a new perspective or sparked an idea, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us what part resonated with you most. And if you found this helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with a friend or family member who might need a little encouragement. Because here's the message I want to leave you with. Every stage of life holds its own beauty. Embrace it with gratitude, curiosity, and an open heart. And remember, you are not alone. We're on this journey with you. See you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself and live boldly no matter your age.